Rastafari, Aile, Selassie lives and reigns and rule in the heart of all mankind in this time and forevermore. Yeah, man, this is a majestic tribute to the one called Mr. Vaughn Andre Benjamin, Akae Beka, the voice of midnight. Yeah, man, one of, if not the most prolific songwriters, musicians, musical prophets of I and I time. And we give thanks and praises each and every time. Give thanks for the works, give thanks for the message, give thanks for the words, sound, the teachings, the guidance. Yes, Vaughn come as a musical prophet, but him also come as a people person. Him connect with so many people them and the people them love him so. Yeah man, him come like a messenger of the music, of the gospel, of the teachings, of the teachings of His Majesty. But not only the teachings of His Majesty, him come to bring a common sense teaching and a teaching of philosophical teachings and a certain type of thing that where, man, this man is so intelligent. And we just must say that and give respect where respect is due. Seeing? Yes, I. Bless up Vaughn Benjamin. Must be touched by the Most High. We know that. We don't know that. Still seeing? I and I prophet. And we give thanks for I and I coming and sharing the I self with I and I. Seeing? Yeah, man. Rastafari lives and reigns and rule. Praises unto the Most High Emperor Haile Selassie I the First. In his holy sanctuary, praises unto him in the firmament of his divine power and glory. Selah, Haile Selassie I. Praises unto him, his mighty and dreadful acts. Praises unto him according to his excellent greatness. Haile Selassie I. Praises with the sound of the trumpet, praises with the sound of the psalter and the harp. Rastafari, Haile Selassie I the First. We give praises with timbrel and dance, praises unto the Most High. Jah, Rastafari, Jah, Jah and King, with string instruments and organs, Selah, Selassie I. Praises unto him with loud cymbals, praises unto him with loud sounding cymbals. Let everything that have breath give praises and thanks and praise to the Most High Emperor Haile Selassie I the First, with Empress Many by his side. Give thanks continuously, praises unto him. We give it breath and give it life. Seeing? Might and power of the Trinity. Haile Selassie I. Watch out now, people. Watch out now.
People is already music, and it's not really to show nobody not teach people, so to speak. Because there are no teachers really. Because in terms of teaching now, people only become illuminated by their own zeal to know. So zeal is the only teacher. Really. So it's not really come teach now, nothing, it's to reawaken dormancy. Sleeping things already present in your DNA, already present in your ancient pre-remembrance. You have it in already. So we just come to touch it again and then remind you which part is there, and then you say, oh yeah. You go through.
Here we go. So we're gonna start it off right now, like this. Vaughn Benjamin, right now, people.
And when that day came, when Jah answered thy supplicate, to make a pathway straight, let love rule and not complicate, loving with all my faith, Vibes level things will be communicated. How to ride over all the hurdles and debate. Yeah, you inspire faith. Love empire create the firmament Jah the Lord made. Firmament Jah the Lord made. Jah gave this vision to go down the lane. Yeah. What are the emperors not to entertain? Yeah. What efforts to keep love and joy sustain? Speaking plain, you inspire faith. Love empire create the firmament Jah the Lord made. Firmament Jah the Lord made. Jah the Lord made. Firmament Jah the Lord made. A place, a place, a place where you know goodness abide and await. Simply for indwelling such a right I pray. You inspire faith. Love empire create the firmament Jah the Lord made. Firmament Jah the Lord made. Jah the Lord made. Firmament Jah the Lord made. And when that day came, when Jah answered I supplicate to make a pathway straight. Let love rule and not complicate. Loving with all my faith. Vibes level things will be communicated. How to ride over all the hurdles and debate. Yeah, you inspire faith. Love empire create the firmament Jah the Lord made. Firmament Jah the Lord made.
Akae Beka.
Firmament Jah the Lord.
Vaughn Benjamin live for Iva and Iva and Iva.
What the possibility that joy sustain? Speaking plain, speaking plain, speaking plain. Jah keep replenish your gates, inspire your faith. Jah keep replenish your gates.
Now hear this.
If it is discreet in a mouth unseen, how time is so real. What business entail? When deliverance get derailed, when it was make it or fail. To make it or fail. When it was make it or fail. To make it or fail. When it was make it or fail. Should it as it repeat? Reduction and replete. Having your whole body heat is how they meant medical instrument seed, the medical instrument for musical instrument be. And the soul can be free to be, and the mind can be feed, agree. If it is discreet, if it is discreet, to make it or fail, and it was make it or fail, to make it or fail, and it was make it or fail. Soon as them done finish eat, with a mouth wipe spotless clean, knowing it is a guess and a read, knowing it is a follow and a lead, and a lead, from knowing it is a marrow and a breed, to make it all fail, when it was make it all fail, to make it all fail, when it was make it all fail, knowing it's some water and a seed, knowing so it's look before you leap, between the shallow and the deep, the little Bo Peep have kept her sheep, and she knows where to find them, and she knows love will bind them, to make it all fail, when it was make it all fail, to make it all fail, when it was make it all fail, sing it in our anthem, fully well wide awake, and if it is for kings, yeah.
Original midnight right now. Fly on, Vaughn. Vaughn Benjamin, fly high right now.
I am a Bushman. 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 You need to understand. You from the African continent. Just how the black Americans stand out. Lee is your brother, man. And they dehumanized and taken your name. And they fed you this wine and let you share it, yeah, yeah. Today you would be just the same. Stand out. As the people you disrespect and disdain, you have been brainwashed to call each other Bushman. But I am a Bushman. 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 I am a Bushman.
Hear this.
440 years, you're telling I. You said as savages, our forefathers died. But the savagery of your now city streets today makes me wish to be back in the bush now, I say. You are worried about the state where you reside. What about the state of your mind? You are living in scenic places with good graces, while there is chaos among the races. But I am a Bushman. 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 They paid special attention to my woman and to our little one. They said if she learns to eat from her down dusters and her regeneration will be perpetuation. For she will teach our little one. Men forced to start and move on along. Live so long without community, and then the damage of your false Christianity but I am Bushman. I am a Bush.
All the Bushman them.
A Bushman.
All the Bushwoman them. Seen.
I am a Bushman. I am a Bushman. I am a Bushman. I am a Bushman.
Fly high, Vaughn.
Yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Julie. Julie. They are selling you the illusion of progression, financial progression. And they are selling you pure industrial aggression. Hey, hey, well, because misery truly one company around. So they are selling you their dysfunctional psychological tendencies, schizophrenia. But I am a Bushman. 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 Wake for my youth in the morning. You are being reprogrammed and reprogrammed. Watching television. Living in a system of pure corruption. They calling it civilization.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What do they have in common? What do they have in common? This life vision in this civilization. Pure life, pure life, pure life. Absolutism based upon nothing. Yeah, but I am a Bushman. I am a Bushman. I am a Bushman. A Bushman.
Rasta man a Bushman. Rasta Bushman. Rasta man a Bushman. From long time.
Yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Julie.
All the Bushman them, Bushwoman them hand in the air right now.
Philosophy is their tool. Technology is their tool. Don't you know? Don't you think they know the system too far gone? As they have been victories, you know, His Majesty. Could have been grace and beauty, but look what it turned out to be.
Listen message, listen message.
Living in a close society, internationally interwoven community, world of material vanity, yeah. Nations of the world, intelligentsia, sociology, penetrating our community. The new war in town and country, a close society, a people who have been forced to shut down, yeah. Drinks and food selling like ganja, hustle smooth and quiet down low. Because of what we've been through, we know soon they will be coming for their gut. Drop you in financial rut. Forced to be a close society. A close society. Close society.
Listen to prophecy.
Intelligentsia who know not what they're talking about. Political misjudgment based upon projection of your paranoia and insanity.
Somebody say we love Vaughn Benjamin.
Fisherman net size taxes. They say his money is too easy. Daily facing the possibility of annihilation at the depths of the sea. They say his money come too easy.
Oh Lord.
Oh, society. It is true. Contribution to the place where you eat, where you live, where you sleep. 1/10 of the spoiled Majestic taxes is valid, but 30% and more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Governmental agency come settle the score. You owe, so pay now. Or repo, close society.
Rastafari live.
Results be close society.
Bless up Jah Messenger Vaughn Benjamin. Tonight and each and every night, you know. Vaughn always have a place in the art. A place in the world. Live on, fly on, Vaughn, Andre Benjamin. Here we go. If I not play no game.
Credit it to people, make the numbers round. Credit it to trueness, make the vibes flood down. Such a good vibes that the world follow along. Kingship come out of a kish.
Strictly vibes.
Judas in the David, Jesse number 8 son. Robe ring the scepter, the arm and crown. Gone go call the standing round the background. Cautious is that unit.
Rastafari flag on this one.
Credit it to people, make the numbers round. Credit it to trueness, make the vibes flood down. Stand first in vibrance in a I union. For how it all come together well, and it's a sure instance. As life is process and stages and preparation. The culmination of the national focus was divine interaction.
Hear this, hear this.
Then live off till it feel like another dimension. The intention and the results were artisans called vendors by mistake.
DJ Ras Imon.
Everything was a work of art. From the food to the music, it was a work of art. Like an individual bodies that compose one art as a work of art. Rasta Festival holds some congregational. It's a livication, a destination. Gemstone of word that establish and topple out of the emperor mount. In a dispensation, in a meditation.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
In a traditional, in a culturation. Preserve the Rasta, Jah Imon Mansa. Credit it to people, make the numbers around. Credit it to trueness, make the vibes flood down. Such a good vibes that the world fall along. Kingship come out of a kish set down. Judas and the David, Jesse number 8 son. Robe ring, scepter the arm and crown. Ganga got the standing round the background.
Whoa, whoa.
So it's a unity that make man sound. As passion feed him brother and put in him heart. It was a humbling experience before things started.
Sound check.
A reminder of the attitude of joyous heart. A royal demeanor in doing things difficult. Situational gravity, minimality, totality. Tell the higher heads not go brush it off. You have to trivial.
If you hear me,
Farmers in the economy is a necessity.
put hashtag
Follow up.
Vaughn Benjamin in the comments. Hashtag Akae Beka.
Is the edification, a destination. Credit it to people, make the numbers around. Credit it to trueness, make the vibes flood down. Such a good vibes that the world fall along. Kingship come out of a kish set down. Judas in the David, Jesse number 8 son.
Rastafari lives.
God was on the standing ground, the background. Consciousness and unity that make man sound. Credit it to people, make the numbers round. Credit it to trueness, make the vibes flood down.
Rock and skank people.
Don't expect these people to stay just so in ignorance. They got it inside, they like the hippies of Pagan Pay. Out in a field of wild dandelion. Children running for nothing but the joy of creation. Ambivalent to everything.
Yes, I hashtag Akae Beka.
And all that is the future of ambition upon the land. If them a go see it as self-sufficient and self-dependent. If them a go like them food well seasoned or bland. If them a go like codependent conglomeration. If them a go walk as isolation, this is strong. Financial index show the depth of the interrelation.
Hear this, hear this.
Strong fiscal, what a exploit the land. What if your compromise is only human advance? Ages will remember and give such thanks for the infrastructure, roads and bridges and education. In this time, don't play with politics on the land. Things get the dread and money, things get different. Some are saying don't look for no scale out.
Hear this.
My blessings straight through all the blossom and the drought. The challenge in the playground, just call them out. And the violence spill over in a larger amount. Out in the field of wild dandelion. Children running for nothing but the joy of creation. By the time them overstanding reach, it's something different. Here now as man and as woman. The moral and principle in the root of the ability to stand. Fertile ground to Kalichi and Tantan. To the new residents, Rasta say congratulations. Stone one by one, Jah know you build it with your hand.
Yes, I, yes, I, yes, I.
In the loneliness of isolation, just to take set up.
See how much we love Akae Beka.
Venture capitalism and abstract emanation, compelling the scientific drive of most nations that want veto status ban any proposal. Jah guide your decision with wisdom strong. I Selassie, I'm the first, and the first. I Selassie, I'm the first, and the first. A good remnant in the ghetto street, battling up and out a frame of beef, turfing petty jealousies. Well, them was brethren all the same for keep. Good house and feel long talking penalties. Get up before you destroy your knees. A good remnant, a good remnant. She cup a handful of water, couple ways to walk, yeah. Miles and lonely load, bills like a overload. A Livity is the social security. Come ease the way, yeah. Please help somebody. Please help somebody. Please help somebody. Why is when you do the right thing, fighting peace? To hold your peace. Difficulty to hold your peace. Question difficulty to hold your peace. Good remnant, a good remnant in the ghetto streets, battling up and out of frame of beef, tough in petty jealousies. Well, them must bridging all the same funkies. It's quote of one feel long dark in penalties. Get up before you destroy your knees. A good remnant, a good remnant. In the magazine, there's ways the chronicle release. Judges into the chamber, slam a hammer for seal. Word we can't turn back, bound for it.
All about Vaughn Benjamin tonight.
I see a good remnant, good remnant, a good remnant in the ghetto street, battling up and out of frame of beef, tough in petty jealousies. Well, them was original the same.
Bless up the whole Benjamin family.
Penalties.
Whole Akae Beka Midnight family.
Get up before you destroy your knees. A good remnant.
Bless up Ron Benjamin.
A good remnant.
Desiree.
Well,
Tippy. Bless up yourself, Jason.
Well, them was brethren on the same for keeps. Hey, 4,000 feel I'm talking penalty. Get up before you destroy your knees. The good remnant, the good remnant.
And all the friends and loved ones of Vaughn Benjamin.
The good remnant.
May he fly on in Zion, soar high amongst the ancestors. May his spirit always live and dwell amongst the high hills in Zion. Seeing?
A good remnant in the ghetto.
Right shower. Yes, Vaughn. I.
Non-split atom creativity, intellectual bankruptcy. As a robber of old time a gunman see, using threat as diplomacy, using threat as diplomacy. Them a try stuck Africa in at the lowest economic strata.
Watch out.
Choice is a diva who all about getting over. Werewolf slash Dracula, and who them neighbor is Nataya. Come to the blessed as it invader. Come with the sickle grim reaper. About the rate of man turnover, about the status of man clover. Hiatus until the heat will make you over. Big vulture wingspan swooping over. If acting up is city in your nature, we know it move fire. We know it move fire.
More fire.
Highly I still as I be, as the precepts of the Almighty matter as the same as the mind to see. It is He who identifies me.
As remain stand firmly free. From BC to AD to now man still face adversity. But now right cycle incarnately. Rasta man up to it a livity. As in the study of proximity. Ironically, her humble respect will give her the highest authority. That is balance earth of normalcy.
Here we now.
Yeah, how the serpent mouth don't twist up a guy. Speech right or right, deceptive sound by. Choose up the matter, this shame is all watching me locked and right. Pushed out, yo. African nation, we've been pushed out and disenfranchised and marginalized. Yeah, who that a beg and be seized for about tonight. Don't analyze, move, don't rectify. See the middle of the road, fussy word. Who animate the fresh, the breath of life. Idea you call him, I see, I see. He is the conquering, if it of me, you're not just an improvise. Who much a rap you for a bag of rice? Can't have yourself still a born tonight. I rich and poverty, stricken same time. Don't make no sense from neither reason nor rhyme. Don't analyze and don't you rectify. We see them too fussy word Swell fully humble. Time is night.
Vaughn Benjamin.
Become invisible. We are going to see you defending right. We're fully humble. Swell fully humble. Humble to the infinite. You stand on ground and make it right. Expecting the repercussion. Come on, you live in your life. Fully humble. Fully humble. Time is night. It's becoming visible. Yeah, yeah. I hear the niggas saying Jah Rastafari. Hail King Selassie.
Here we go.
Hail King Selassie. Oh, hey, 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 hey. Oh, Jah Rastafari, you go to I, provide for I, Jah Feed I. Which camel I go through the need like them I go reach and die, and them know why. Put the make a dent in your stash, yeah. Still not let off no, yeah. World deliverance fighting back. I kick up dust in your face, yeah. Only passion has passion. You can't check me grass over watching. Run the monitor, you Dow Jones and your Nasdaq. One out from running in the fast lane track. One from running on the fast lane track. Jah Rastafari, you go to him. Provide for us, Jah Feed I. Which camel I go through the need. Never go reach and down.
Live on Akae Beka. Live on Vaughn Andre Benjamin.
You control gone in and the dance hall back. The green tea is on the earth and control.
IslandmanRadio.com. ScariesAudioAsylum.com. The DJ Ras Imon.com.
Go through the need like never go rich and die. And them know why. Rich job for life and name my names of him. I'm a black in a skin and on to walk. Them suits and tie can't cover up them shark. Exactly what I've been burning. Can't see them moving so far.
Integrity.
Them think the world is
Loyalty.
Just because
humility,
learning, them have been forward to the start.
spirituality.
Them have been forward to the start begin. Oh, Jah Rastafari, you go to a
Courage, strength, might, balance. Yes.
In the natural food of keeping, in the house and at the sound keeping. I'm not in a no suffering done weeping. I left the whole big part in my state. Oh, Jah Rastafari, you go to him, provide for him. Jah Feed I, which can make I go through the deal. Them I got rich and they know. Jah give them man I in the wilderness starving. Tell them no safe, none in the next morning. Have it in the freezer over 3 months keeping. Jah Rasta keep the meat now from spine.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, hey, boy. Jah good to a Jah Feed I. Which can never go through the eagle eye. Them a go rich and die. And them know.
Vaughn Andre Benjamin.
And them know.
Say his name.
And them
Vaughn Andre Benjamin.
I hear the niggas, Jah Rastafari. Oh,
All right, we go again.
oh, oh,
Jano, Jano.
oh.
The voice of midnight.
Remember
Akae, Beka.
Jah Ovah, them never see, I listen, I see. What a wicked man, a I have a worldwide cool with me neighbor. As a one-stage tune creator, the all-time preparation greater. No use your try, I fate, oh yeah. No you to test, I fate, oh yeah. Red light remember.
We'll call our ancestor name tonight.
Jah Ovah,
Vaughn.
what a wicked
We feel your presence. We hear your voice, Adrian.
feeling low. Kawasaki, 3 seconds gone 0 to 60. As them heartless motor engine duty, them come destroy all our creation beauty. When I feel remember Jah, you will never call Jah Ovah. Them never see a listen, I see never. What a wicked man a guitar, oh.
Say what again right now?
I rock them off in mind, back burn up in the eaches of the front line. People not been fighting up from crime and overtime chance. Till I see Jah Ovah this time. Rastafari welcome and bless instead of this and cost. Yes, self-mastery, flex, control emotion. Them from my scene in the world don't go back so far. Them not know that this system that them in a solar. Them a worship uptown now they live large. Them a move in a deep youngster entourage. Them a move in a deep youngster entourage. Remember Jah, you never can hear.
Hold on.
Them never see a listen, I see.
It's Vaughn Benjamin EarthStrong today,
Now Jah
August 13, 1969.
Jah Ovah,
A king was born on earth.
wicked man a Jah Ovah. Need it low, low Kawasaki.
Much respect.
0 to 60. At them artists,
Heart of love to the Benjamin family.
this child of creation beauty.
All Vaughn children and loved ones and friends and family seeing.
Them not know that this system them is solar. I worship
We thank you in the most humble way we know how. We thank you for lending your son, your brother, your husband, your father, your son, you know what I mean, like your cousin. You lend them to the world. And we give thanks for for Vaughn Benjamin.
Well, what are we?
What would the world do without Vaughn? He's still teaching us to this day. Singing? Yeah, man. I really think that.
You were never call Jah Ovah. You were never call Jah Ovah.
And he would teach the people them for years and generations to come. And I know that. Fly high, Vaughn. Take a seat amongst the ancestors. Soar I.
More lion growing to victory. All praises to his majesty. Jah Ovah I take chant for it. Hey, hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, because we take out the colonial chains. After how I come here, blood ships and sail. It's the eye Jah put me man in heaven herb gates. Rasta man of a set mountain. That day must come again to battle and chickens in the sea I name. What a long eternity time frame. Create the forces you aspiring to tame. To humble within wrong is righteous spirit. That is good spirit. Ah yes, in the kingdom trees balancing over it. Hey. Come here to see the old Jack and slain. Come here, come build man, cause man build I say. One play walk the suit I mental pain. Me youth hygiene gone in again. The humble within wrong is good spirit. That is good spirit. That is good spirit.
That is good spirit.
Ah, yes, in the kingdom trees balancing over it. Hey, 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 hey. Technological pruning hooks and plowshares. Every room full of back camera these days. But your mama don't say change your way.
All right.
Federal crab gun, this squeeze, listen in the end. Listen in the end. What could evolution of the elements became? But a genius of a stupid game. To them, matter is a constant shame. What kind of manners we arrange them brain? Humble within wrong is good spirit.
Hear this.
That is good spirit.
That is good spirit.
Ah yes, in the kingdom trees balancing over it. Yeah. Come here to see the old Jack and slain. Come here, come build man, cause man be like saying. Well, what we suit our mental pain. Me youth hygiene gone down again. To humble within wrong is good spirit. Within wrong that is good spirit. Ah yes, in the kingdom trees balancing over it. Yeah. Because we the cut of colonial chain. After how I come here, blood ships and say, it's the eye Jah put me man in heaven herb gates. Rasta man of a set mountain. That day must come again to battle at chickens in the sea I name. What a long eternity time frame. Create the forces you aspiring to tame. Ah, yes, in the kingdom trees balancing over it. Yeah, well over it. Ah, yes, in the kingdom trees balancing over it. Zion, yeah. Look and see. Me nah shy about nothing we happy.
Hear me.
As long as get the people still are hear me. Yeah. Divine Livity. Divine Livity. Yeah. What is the vision of the spirit of hungry? Is it lean and never satisfied? Is it the old growth that endanger the inside? And so any of the two extremes can confuse the mind. Any of the two extremes can confuse your mind. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Sin that's left when Rasta done, wipe out man down. Nothing to control the world. Gene distortions to seal of time. Morning to evening, hunt for identity sales. Robbing the poor man blind. Robbing the poor man blind.
Right.
Yeah.
Hail Vaughn Benjamin tonight.
You can see. Me now show you about nothing way up in me. But as long as they get the people still are in me. Yeah. Divine Livity. Divine Livity. Yeah. Shredding machines stay on. Waiting as the documents are right. Word what must come to light. Word uttered, which must come to light. People who don't choose evil for life, don't work it out nice and for light. Liberal Satan seen as the angel of light. Liberal Satan seen as the angel of light. Yeah. Wicked utmost clarity of fragmentation. When they speak of their high rhetorical practice to lie. Sweet politicians signing documents of their own defeat. Money late night, phone calls. Whoa, yeah. Voting seats and rights. For voting seats and people's rights. Yeah. Manufacturing love in a debate. Poll positions according to the polls is their exaltation. It's in their interest to maintain the massive ignorance. Answer to no one, ask no one for permission. That is them political definition. Look and see. Me not show you about nothing. Way up in me. For as long as get the people still are in me. Yeah. Divine Livity. Divine Livity. Divine Livity. Divine Livity. Yeah. It's them have man a ramble and roar for redemption. Concerning the people that the hazard is alright. No receptive place, but the uninformed mind. Broke down and sell it to the monster buyout. Switzerland, the money decoy. The offshore road. You no powder. You no sell the generations out. No, destructive environmental breach of a open mouth. Of a open mouth. Of your open mouth. Economic leech, articulate and bright they spout. They're nothing about. They're what they know it's not nothing about. Look and see. Me now show you about nothing way up in me. But as long as they get the people still are here.
See what?
Divine Livity. Divine Livity. Divine Livity. The arms of justice guide.
Who loving the vibes? Who love Vaughn Benjamin? If you don't love him, make me know say you love him still. And also send me some requests still. Me can take some requests right now still. Seeing? What the show called tonight? The show tonight called Amongst I and I. Seeing? We know say Vaughn still amongst I and I.
Every day you get up a morning and get a new surprise. That it from political terrain right before your eyes. Taking shape in a time. So just keep good with.
Whoa. We have to pull that one right there. Yeah, man, we know say Vaughn left I almost a year. Not a full year now, but almost a year. He left I in November in 2019. So almost a year. We coming up on that time, but still, this is the first year. You know what I mean? Where we celebrate his EarthStrong, since he was not here in the physical realms with I still. But we know Vaughn never going nowhere. We know that man there sitting up there on the hilltop there, sitting watching I up on a thing, and you know what I mean? We know that man not go nowhere still, so, and we still feel him, and we still hear his voice and hear his music and feel the spirit in his vibration still. I go and cross the world. So, yeah, man, Vaughn Benjamin, live forever. All the people them say, Vaughn Benjamin, live forever. Vaughn Benjamin, live forever. Vaughn Benjamin, live forever. Yes, I people.
I section in this time. I section every time. But people is turning over in this time. Every day you get up a morning and get a new surprise. That is from political terrain, right before your eyes, taking shape in a time. So just keep good relations. Mount Zion I'm time. Mount Zion I'm time. Mount Zion I'm time. Mount Zion I'm time. Their pride is wounded. I corresponded at them responding. Didn't know the tape was still running. The sinister tone the emails carried. After requested expert for analysis, and after they tested protestation, I remove things in a policies. Subterranean and deeper than a secret. Electronic betrayal, the court receipt is.
Jah!
Good relations.
Rastafari lives and reigns and rule.
Mount Zion time. Mount Zion time.
Watch him say.
Proportion of a body politic. The internet what fed them perspective. Chaotic need to know them need an alternative. Before you all go broke down and tear down everything. Who know if you have some kind of a plan how to proceeding. Them have a ripple effect destabilizing everything. Just keep good relations. Mount Zion I'm on time. Mount Zion I'm on time. Mount Zion I'm on time. All economies and nations will be affected. Every similar situation now is panicking. Wondering if violent repression will be needed. And now is whether it's to vacate the premises. The threshold break between passivity and resist. Them send the blood on when them spell secret account. And then the masses right now set out to work it out. The aftermath stability was overblown. And throw in stone. That the play-by-play is still in play. Let that be known. No nation can be around that and go look down them nose. Just keep good relations. Mount Zion.
Keep good relations, people. Good relationships show love and kindness and goodness, seeing. Mount Zion in long time.
Mount Zion long time.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Watch out now, watch out now. Wanna teach the people them about love and kindness. Teach them about goodness of heart. Show your brother and sister love from the start.
Yeah. Oh.
Watch out now, people, again, Vaughn!
The reflex reaction of a simple man upon the value of the land. Church and state separation, technicality of indeed a fiction. Courtroom by the hand, deciding the fate of a good man. yeah, skill man, lost and see, return to dry life, feel up in the ancient tradition. Still I see I feel through such a bond. Oh, nation, not true alright. And then she find it feel much better to be nature, acceptable to love the original. World transformed, Jah no partial. Follow the laws of the heavens and the earth, Jah from
Say what? Say what?
From nature.
Celebrating Vaughn Benjamin tonight.
And then this equity require how them social. We was them schoolmate in the old pictorial. Before man overstood them all controversial. Upon the rupture of the wicked intentional. Yeah, broke to breed with a whip and chains. Vice and greed, out them bold and red. Inheritance divisive to leave what them leave, but them remnant. Equilibrium to tip them on. Come with this slow rushing speed to be so wrong. Socially, don't fall down. Yeah, Livity will keep we strong. And nature. The reflex reaction of a simple man upon the value of the land. Church and state separation, technically keeping up in the affliction. Courtroom serious.
Fly on.
Slide in the faith of a good man. Yeah, skill man. Courtroom Bible hand. Deciding the fate of a good man. Seal a shine constant up on a rock. Flush out of the vibes of that. Yeah.
Vaughn Benjamin.
Boom. And to all the country youth them, nothing curse them, just bless them. Check into the place with the amount of ancients that them keeping. Couldn't get together celebrating. Ooh, yeah. Boo. Children out and not have it safe keeping. Looks to be still all a good fine shaping. Never feel the big, the cold shoulder degrading. But too much fitness in this human racing. Yeah.
Now hear this one.
And to all the culture youth them, nothing curse them, judge bless them. Check it in the place, the amount of ancients in them keeping. Couldn't get together celebrating. Ooh, yeah. Boo boo. Yeah. Boo boo. Boo. Hey, this story book them all about hunting. When you fi stand up on your feet, where you planting, where you living in. All they fi beg them, fi bow them pardon. Thanks for giving for the first day you're rising, yeah.
www.royal.
And to all the culture youth them, but not curse them, just bless them.
www.islandmanradio.com. www.scariesaudioasylum.com. Critical gossip of a creature conniving. And nowadays the most lucrative market. Strive to go be good people and market. Rastafari.
Mind go critical talking. Leave them alone if a party them heart it. Some days and who can judge it? Neither can budget. Dance on the way for your show can't move it. Some days it's all about the sanctify it.
Wanna love Vaughn Benjamin?
Jah youth them, nothing curse them, Jah bless them. Jah give them the patience, the amount of ancient in them keeping. Good year, get up, celebrating. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah.
Let's have yourself Vaughn. Andre Benjamin.
The loving heart and
the whole Benjamin family.
More faith, better balance statistics.
Akae Beka band.
Children need
Midnight band. Ron Benjamin.
Yeah.
Isla Benjamin.
Yeah.
All the family, seeing all the youth them, seeing.
And to all the culture youth them, man curse them, Jah bless them. Jah give them the patience, the amount of ancient in them keeping. Good year, get up, celebrating. Ooh, yeah. Safe keeping. Look to be still all a good fine shaping. Never be cold shoulder degrading. But too much winners in this human racing. Yeah.
Hands up, hands side to side for Vaughn.
And to all the culture you them.
Wave your hands from side to side like so for Vaughn Benjamin tonight.
Good year, get up, celebrating. Ooh, yeah.
And Rastafari cover the earth. We not play no joke business. This is I and I thanks and praises unto I and I King. Seeing? This music is I and I supplication unto him. Sing Ivan, fly I.
Feed all my youth them a warrior.
Whoa.
All my youth them. Disenfranchisement, humiliation and degradation. Babylon Eden. Rastafari free them. Well, yeah. I put a submission all upon the mind. Telling me man God do almighty work yeah tonight.
Yeah.
All the hungry please hold tight. One shout a block down Jericho wall tonight. And the one shout a lick down Jericho wall tonight. I saw you sign it said shoplifters will be shot it said. And so I turned it over in my dread. You keep the legal in the red sound as a talking head. Youth man a cramp stagger healing. Once again lift Jah above them.
Jah Rastafari.
Jah above them. Once again lift Jah above them.
Oh Lord.
This is one more capitalistic universal state of the punishment. Jealous of the riches of front, the thinking of gun, the first brother man enslavement. I put submission all man the mind. Tell him my God do almighty work yeah tonight. Be all I hungry please hold tight. One shout a lick down Jericho wall tonight. One shout a broke down Jericho wall tonight. Whoa.
So I go.
Them from all the dirty stagger hidden.
Vaughn Andre Benjamin.
Above them, above them, above them.
Haile Selassie, I bless you, Vaughn.
I tried to turn the black sea daily white. Babylon suffocation stranglehold this fight. I stand in his imperial majestic right. Congregation of the taking heed me alright. Yeah. Peculiar, naughty distinguishment. The word sounds soul anointment. The elders proceed all I reasonment to inquire into advancement. Oh, I put a submission gold man there. Tell him my God to almighty work tonight. Beat all I hungry, please hold tight. One shout a block down Jericho wall tonight. One shout a block down Jericho wall tonight.
One shout.
Youth man a cramp them. Cramp all the dirty stagger Eden. Once again, lift Jah above them. Once again, I lift Jah above them. This is one more capitalistic universal state weight of the punishment. Babylon, you jealous of the riches of hunt, the thinking of gun, the first brother man enslavement. I put my submission full man, tell him I'm God to almighty work here tonight. Feed all I hungry, please hold tight. One shout of block down to the go out tonight. One shout
All singers and players of instrument.
youth man not come.
All just strings. Springs are indeed.
Once again lift Jah above them.
Great is the company of those who publish the word of the Most High. Jah Rastafari.
Again I put that whole pan in mind. Tell him you want God to almighty work here tonight. Be all I hungry. By the water's edge.
Here we go.
By the water's edge. By the water's edge.
Come along, come along.
But been here and eat.
Let's jump.
Here and eat.
Vaughn, Andre, Benjamin.
That's how we the old road. Whoa. New leaf of our hand in a day. Wickedness must pass it away.
And we not play. I see it.
Fully shall must be paid. Be paid. Termination about begin. The Irish perching lion yapan whirlwind. Man come reverberate as one Akae. Respect what bless man as yes my lord. Respect what bless man as yes my lord. Respect what bless man as yes my lord. It's not illusion but the fall so hard. That's how many you love. That's how many you love. Lift up our hand in a day. Wickedness must pass it away. As well as it fully shall must be paid. Be paid. Oh, simply could be goodness over matter was squander. Flu season, golden apple, lime, carambola. Jah forward out your balance in the seasonal answer. Perfection, flush, and that's the answer, Bogata. Earth, from the world with Japan solar birth, highly ways pie to be much more rather. Broke next speed, we go vicious over. Level out a greedy, come sample overs. That's how many you love, that's how many you love. You leave up our hand in a day. Wickedness shall pass it away. As well as in fully shall must be paid. Various chalk outline with the school bus park. Lack of eye contact, regulate bound back off. Tick tick incubator, alingum, aloes, frankincense and blankets. A ganja smokes around the ark. Patter earth moving, that's the living scripture. Regulate man to menial task. About the boss, about the task. That's how many you love, that's how many you love.
Oh Lord have mercy. Vaughn Benjamin live.
Wickedness must pass it away. As well as in fully shall must be paid.
Long live the prophet.
Upon the wind, we come reverberate as one Akae. Respect what bless man as yes my lord. Respect what bless man as yes my lord. Respect what bless man as yes my lord. Survival group up in the wild. Survival packing as a non-love child. No doubt we kingle with distinguished crime. And the real sun out of broad daylight. And the real sun out of that's how many you love. That's how many you love. You leave a barrel in a
I saw the thing set right now, seeing. Bless up Vaughn, Andre Benjamin, Akae Beka, Voice of Midnight, Fly High with the Ancestress Idrin. Hear this one. A tune called Pagan Pay. Pagan Pay Gone.
Slice, yeah. Oh, Jah, now. Living in a system of pagan. Every time you get pagan. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Everything them do now, agreed. All of them objection to right agreed. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Either you go slave now, I am not gonna be provider. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Now, thief is a murderer. Guilty put a license on the trigger finger. Imposter is a murderer. Ball head with dreadlock come replace Rasta. In a system pagan. Every time you get
Pagan.
Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King. Hey. What them call them jail guard century. 2000 at the end of the century. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Israel son of Ethiopian said Amos. Chapter 9 and verse 7 is Amos. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King. Hey. I say thief is a murderer. Guilty put a license on them trigger finger. Imposter is a murderer. Ball every dreadlock come replace Rasta. In a system of pagan. Every time you get pagan. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Everything them do now stranger. You to look for mother and stranger. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King.
It's gold and green tonight. See it.
He's a murderer. Guilty put a license on them trigger finger. Imposter is a murderer. Ballin' with Jadla come replace Rasta. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King.
Vaughn Benjamin.
Living in a system of pagan. Every time you get pagan. Living in a system of pagan. Every time you get pagan. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King. Every Sunday come them down the altar. Preacher done the truth away him altar. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King. Hey. So thief is a murderer. Guilty put a license on them trigger finger. Imposter boy is a murderer. Ball head with dreadlock come replace Rasta. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King.
Hey, hey.
Treat them dissect. Eat bad food, you must dissect. Look, I Jah King. Hey.
Look pon I king. Whoa. I
am no thief. He's a murderer. Guilty put a license on them trigger finger. Imposter boy is a murderer. Hold on, God. Living in a system of pagan. And every time you get pagan. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King.
whoa.
Every time them build a separate chapter. The body fragment and divide conquer. Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King.
All right, we're not gonna stop.
He's a murderer.
Whoa.
Guilty put a license on them trigger finger.
Go on.
Pastor, why is a murderer? Ball every dreadlock come replace.
Go on, Vaughn.
Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King.
Somebody say, go on, Vaughn.
Look, I Jah King. Hey. Look, I Jah King. Whoa. Living Pagan. Look, I'm jacking. Look, I'm jacking. I'm an assessment thief. He's a murderer.
Say what?
Guilty put the lies upon the trigger finger. Imposter. He's a murderer.
Say what?
Call him Richard like come replace Rasta.
Hear me now.
Hey, look, I'm jacking. Oh, yeah. Look, I'm jacking.
Go on, Midnight.
Look, I'm jacking.
Go on, Akae Beka.
He's a murderer.
Go on, Vaughn. All right, tune right now for the people. Vaughn Benjamin all night.
Praise Jah every morning. First thing you do when you get up in the morning, you heal Jah.
Praise Jah.
Jah visit them here without warning. Visit every wicked generation and Jah in his anger.
All right, all right.
From brutality, them profiting. Them and them generation reach and them reap without labor.
Yes, I.
What is you know the whole of them sentimentalizing, attempting. With my sentimentality, polarity, you cannot tamper. I know business about your childhood yearbook picture. Turn up your defend them bad. Only we got Babylon conquer. Only we got Babylon conquer. 2000 the year old stamina. Can't mash up all the ancient ayala. I have been coming in ala. Obo Shanti coming in ala. 12 tribes still coming in ala. Attack still coming in ala. Captive still coming in ala.
Highly I, Selassie I. All Rasta man, all Rasta woman, them, they bout seeing.
Praise Jah every morning. First thing you do when you get up in the morning, you hail Jah. Hail Jah. Hail Jah. Hail Jah. Lord, Manalayanaya, Manalayanaya, Manatana Padifehelian Mala. Only we got Babylon Kanka. Only we got Babylon Kanka. 2000 year old stamina. Can't match up all the hatred I have been coming in. Oh, Shanti coming in. 12 times still coming in. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ring out the chant. Yeah, yeah. Ring out the chant, come Ethiopia. Upon the fireside fruit of a
I have to wake up the people seeing.
Ring out the chant, be strong hearted soldier. Steadfast upon the king, yeah. Steadfast upon the king, yeah. Yeah. Water to the earth is 6 feet foundation. I have summarized the text. So Miriam Summer, driving deep syncopation. The vehicle of your George and near. Rastafari controlling the size of the distance. Bonfire from way back went over there.
Hear this now, people.
Way back went over there. Way back went over there. Ethiopia, Ethiopia. Ring out a chant, Ethiopia. On the fireside flute of a mountain range. Ring out a chant, strong hearted soldier. Steadfast upon the king, All 13 ganja events are on earth. I spin mid-ear, middle ear. Most decisive analytical twin is wear and tear. Within the blessed ambition of the youth I prevail.
Here we go.
Fed up with feeding into some worry scrapper. Whoever me a some maggot you fly lava throne. And the quick the commanders of the phantom room. That one deviant from a moral
So we just
Adam Stone. He is Adam Stone.
what we just do.
Bring up the chant from Ethiopia. Upon the fireside flute of a mountain range. Ring out the chant, be strong hearted soldier. Steadfast upon the king, Haile Selassie, steadfast upon the king,
Ring out the chant from Ethiopia. Ring out the chant from everywhere. Where are you are, people? No matter where you're about. Just ring out the chant.
Ring out the chant.
All right, the Most High will hear you.
Ring out the chant from Ethiopia. Ring out the chant.
Vaughn still stand. Rastaman stand. And the message and the music lives on.
Lord again, Lord again, Ras again, Selassie I again.
Yes, Vaughn.
Selassie I again, Ras again. Oh, Lord.
Rastafari.
Rasta man still stand. But again, I Rasta man still stand. I don't want no seating on them wolf back congregation. I Rasta man still stand. Them tell themselves them are honest citizens of Christian nation. I Rasta man still stand. Levitical priesthood sell out the nation. Peter and Paul sell out one nation. They play them hand, and that the Vatican build upon. In the order of Melchizedek, Selassie I stand. I Rasta man still stand. Not again, I Rasta man still stand. I don't want no sitting at the Wolfpack congregation. I Rasta man still stand. Them tell themselves them are honest citizens of Christian nation. I Rasta man still stand. Hill, playground seesaw tells the story. Heavy to the bottom, light to the top. Illusion made the ugly look like the cream of the crop. They never run the race and want to take the victory lap. I Rasta man still stand. Not again, I Rasta man still stand.
Rasta man stand strong, stand firm.
I Rasta man still stand.
Ah, Rasta woman, Rasta people seen.
I Rasta man still stand.
I just plain good heart people seeing.
of exalted black man. Christ stood against all amalgamation. Christ did a struggle to the death against the Roman. That was the Greek and the Syrophoenician. Still around them never wear murder symbol. The cross was a sign of murder and invasion.
Whoa!
The valley of Saddam, in the ruins of Babylon. Push, conquer earth in a 4 direction. I am man, I Rasta man still stand.
Hear the message, people.
I Rasta man still stand. I don't want no sitting at them wolf back congregation. I Rasta man still stand. And tell themselves them are the Christian nation. I Rasta man still stand.
Here we go, here we go.
The tune can be tougher than the time. My reminder, my people to shoulder.
Vaughn Benjamin now.
I give my eyes to the inward power, Jah. Maintain the humble to keep on, yeah. With love and not medicine. And only love enter when things not the greatest found, yeah. The bountiful earth needed gifts on which to feed, yeah. Animals could have teach them a behavior. And don't you believe it's vice versa? June can be tougher than the time. My reminder, my people to shoulder. I give my eyes to the inward power, Jah. Maintain the humble to keep on, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There's enough and you withhold for the greed factor. If we could all pull together with the memories of all who done Jadan, yeah. Respect to all who still they bow, yeah. Man, that's for the simple word, yeah. The June can't be tougher than the time. Where you are? My reminder, my people to shoulder. I give my eyes to the inward power, Jah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Jah maintain the humble to keep on, yeah. Old time of African stripes and reminder.
Yes, I.
Walking there, holding of earth right high order. Simple doing your best, yeah. Sustain Niger, the head over and above water. Anything with the heart is feminine creed, them train them soldier. Rotted not no crying mother. And it's hard recrimination she calling for.
More midnight.
Early Saturday morning at the market before all she requests.
More Akae Beka.
The reason for the drastic most measure.
More Vaughn Benjamin. But
how them they're so easy for pull trigger. Open the business dark suit, advocate and discuss it as murder. And it's the man in manners and the bloody hand well harder. Still in the honor and it's majestic, Jah. Still in the ice honor is majestic, Jah. Tune, I said the tune can be. Whoa,
music must play.
Whoa, royal habits.
Vaughn Benjamin right now again.
Manifest your priestly, your kingly, your soldierly, your royal habits, your royal habits, soldierly, defender of preceptual faith of our fathers and our mothers' worth, royal habits, defend the need. habits, keep royal habit, keep royal habits. Be tactful in your speech. Observe the manner of the woman of the house. Criticize not from ancient 2000, even Tucson in China says so.
Hear this.
Royal habits, royal habits. Keep your royal habit. If you have it, exhibit royal habits. Remember to till, because until is sorrow, until is starvation in the fields. For so Selassie designed them, he spoke to them until, and them still nobody go garden it. Royal habits, royal habits, oh, royal habits. Tell them get royal habits, to those who are deserving and deserving. Reciprocate in tactics. Royal habits, royal habits, royal habits, yeah, royal habits. Whoa.
Royal habits.
Yeah, from you know it's enough time them bring it.
Royalty is an inheritance, you know.
You the back and hold.
It's there in the DNA remembrance.
Royal habits. We no keep royal habits. Here, Rastaman say royal habits. Keep royal habits. Remember, the lion and the lamb shall lay down together. Remove blood from his teeth, that he that shall remain shall be for our God. And the lion shall eat straw like the oxen. Blood thirst dissolve. Yeah, royal habits. Yeah, royal habits.
Watch it now, discipline,
Royal habits.
endurance,
Keep royal
patience.
royal habits. Look the she garments she have it.
Incineration.
Royal habits. Upon she got it to chip on for keep it. Never
Think of selflessness. Seeing
yeah, keep royal.
a reciprocity.
Keep royal habits. Manners you have it. In the morning you have it. In the evening you have it. Yeah, keep royal habits.
Teach them, Vaughn. Teach them.
Keep royal habits.
All right, we'll go juggle right now as we wind up to the top of the hour. Seeing we'll go juggle some Vaughn Benjamin tune. So keep up with I&I people. We'll go juggle tune right now. Seeing.
Much wealth in earth to say it's what they deserve. Some say the politician went back on this way.
Here we go.
From to sing about the suffer concern. Earth knows
Vaughn Andre Benjamin.
refusing every offer on the table will hurt. Must find someone to agree your worth. Like when you know you're willing to put in the work. Want to stay steady, not to poverty revert. Rest come fi sing about the suffer concern. Now go give up, got to be heard. Rest come fi sing about the suffer concern. Rest come fi sing about the suffer concern. Downsizing became a universal sound, while expansion was moving around. Till man created equal under the sun. One love over and still a sick come down. Too much innocent blood lost below Japan fertile ground. When them could have put some sweet pepper down. Humble contrite people will exalt the ground. Watch the vibe spread out the world wide round. Rest come to sing about this of a concern. Rest of the outer concern. Tangibly the world full of attention, until prayer heart set position become reasonable man. The wild card of what is desperate.
Watch out.
Tangibly apparent in an unexpected turn. Someone lost the meditation to earn. no place to sleep and life take a downturn. Ras come to sing about the suffer concern.
Ras come to sing about the suffer concern.
Hungry belly talking out of exposed nerves.
Vaughn come to tell you about the suffer concern.
Ras come to utter concern. Worldwide climatic apprehension, Jah. Whole world is busting up of the India. Erratic and unreasonable behavior. Sit up in the root of any conflict, Jah.
Say what?
When reason came and I'm too late. The on the way up.
Lord!
Steps to retrace that pain. Clara can see civil unrest in area. Futility and exasperation. Some utter desperation. Yes, come be sing about the utter concern. About the suffer concern. Yes, come be sing about the suffer concern. Too much wealth in earth to say it's what they deserve. Politician went back on his word. Yes, come be sing about the suffer concern. Yes, come be sing about the suffer concern.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, Jah people.
Refusing every
Blessed EarthStrong, Vaughn Benjamin, Vaughn Andre Benjamin.
Like you know you're willing to put
Voice of Akae Beka.
Not to poverty.
Voice of the Midnight Band.
Yeah. The suffer concern. Rest from pissing on the
Musical prophet. Roots and culture, reggae music legend. Always live on in the hearts of all the people them.
Yes.
Vaughn, your music will live on forever, Adrian, seeing? And we give thanks. Hear this.
Oh, yeah. These man ain't been checking me about no business, just vibes in, checking in. Yeah, a pot bubbling, big spliff, big head rising, just vibes in industry. Which tree? No tree in dust. Can me? Just vibes in these man.
Just vibes in, seeing?
Ain't been checking me about no business, just reasonings. Just vibes in, and that's what created business. Yeah, be about all business, it be about taking time. Yeah, hold on just a minute, just a minute. Yeah, to hear some brothers play tonight. Yeah, strings. Yay, high vibes, different voices,
and we won't stop. No way.
Sting. Yeah, chant and sing, just vibes in. These man ain't been checking me like that. About business, yeah, like 8 months later. About business, regulated. I feel I'm in charge of my life.
Give thanks to the Most High right now, seeing? All the time.
Without the calculated turn, deceptive when they're sinking under burdens. Come far away, let the people be whole. What will I give? Magnetic pulse light with super color, from bodies to bodies, whether day or night. Reaching effect from futuristic intentions of malice or right. What will I give? Fleshy in our will, I conserve and keep up the most idealizes. Bark leave the dog to grab the trunk, the stem and the branches. Root leave the dog to cover the children of the ages. What will I bring? Give. Obediently block redundant avoidance messages. Yeah, such as face who yourself is and be realistic. Keep soul specific. What will I and I bring? What will I give?
All right, people.
Yeah.
All right, tune me say.
Earth study and more creative. Ganja, no sedative. Raw material start and I up on the same finish line quiz. So pay me what you need is Mr. Big Time Imperialist. The same consolidation of gasoline and shopping this.
Vaughn Benjamin.
African black market. And all of you, respectably, all of them are merchandise. What will I give? What will I bring? What will I give? More penalties. Looking longing after our goods and our animals on six sides them seas. Oh, yeah. Illusion our sons and our daughters try make me too broke tourists approaching their laughter, like approaching disaster. Whoa, what will I bring? Try to know better than come to the table, you're empty-handed. Try to do better every day. You know, what will I give? Thanks. Thanks. What will I bring? What will I bring? Yeah. Try to do forward in active deed and word. The Livity of the ages, hierarchical pages. Selassie I turns it.
What will I give to the world? We have to ask ourselves that question and live day by day to make sure we leave a positive footprint upon the earth, upon the world. There's no better life than a life of service, people. What will I give? serious question that, you know. Vaughn Benjamin right now to the world. Bless the EarthStrong Vaughn. Audio Asylum.com. Islandmanradio.com.
I have a worldwide cool with me neighbor as a one-stage tune creator. The all-time preparation greater. No use to try high later. Oh yeah. No you to test I fate. Oh yeah. Red light remember Jah. Even them a call it Jah Ovah. Them never is a lassie. What a wicked one a guitar cora. Feeling low. Kawasaki. 3 seconds gone 0 to 60. As them heartless motor engine duty. Them come destroy all our creation beauty. When I feel remember Jah. You went to Macali, Jah Ovah. Them never see a listen, what a wicked man a guitar cora. So thought we bring out and blow or rock in a ragamuffin mind. Back burn up in the east of the front line. But not been fighting up from crime and overtime chance. So I see Jah Ovah this time. Rastafari welcome and bless instead of this and cause. Yes, self-mastery, flex, control emotion. Them from my scene in the world don't go back so far. Them I know that this is the them in a solar. Them a worship uptown now they live large. Them a move in a deep youngster entourage. Them a move in a deep youngster entourage. Remember Jah. You never can hear Jah Ovah. Them never sing a listen lassie. What a wicked man a guitar cora. What a wicked man a guitar.
All right. Lord.
Jah Ovah. Wicked man a guitar cora. Need it low. Low Kawasaki. 3 seconds.
Hands up. Hands side to side like so. Wave them off.
Them from my ceiling and the road now go back so far. Them not know that this is it for them last.
Rally around the red, gold, and green tonight. Let's say EarthStrong Vaughn, Andre Benjamin, Akae Beka.
Remember Jah. Even them a call it Jah Ovah. Them never sing and listen to fever. What a wicked man a guitar cora. Well, what a wicked man a guitar cora. Feeling low. Oh, remember Jah. Remember Jah. Even them a call it Jah Ovah.
Jah Rastafari.
Jah Ovah.
Jah Rastafari.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Haile Selassie. All right, watch this one. Vaughn Benjamin.
Yes.
Lord.
Don't they hear reason? Anyone when tribulation.
Vaughn never go nowhere.
Responding a type of a cynical. What's the turning the point in a circle to tell like someone, anyone? That's at any point, that's how they draw their guns, yeah. For the minimal, and from the D-Nation, them in a double bubble gum. For their consumption, but they stand in the pillars of a principle, the world standard, it is elusive now. How things spiral, mainstream, pop culture, movie, music, real time, every audiovisual. Yeah, cause for them in a them a destination. Why don't they hear reason, anyone?
Whoa, whoa.
Come that when they respond, type of cynical. What's the turning the point?
Lord have mercy.
Someone, anyone.
Anyone.
Their guns for the minimal. And from the D-Nations, intellectual property is damaging the families. It's worse than cholesterol, hypertension, and their enemies. When her black structure to maintain gravity, when anything at all goes total anarchy. When news report is of violence of plenty, when we show them something else, and then we live with medicine. Anyone? Why don't they hear reason? Anyone? When tribulation comes, then they respond in a type of a cynical. What's the turning point in a certain tell lie? Someone or anyone. That's at any point, as when they draw their gun for the minimal D-Nation.
Whoa.
In the Congo, in the cliffs of the rock in
Whoa.
and Assyria, gorilla soldier. Remember, the whole of them world peacekeepers sit around and they did nothing in a Rwanda. A corrective measure in a compassionate order before escalating to total chaos. Reason, anyone. Why don't they hear reason, anyone? When Rastafari come, liberation come for everyone. What's the turning the point?
Why won't they hear reason?
Anyone?
When Rastafari come.
So they draw their guns for the minimal and the D-Nation.
Why won't they hear reason?
Think about it now.
When Rastafari come. Here we now.
Yes.
Akae Beka.
This target market demographic on the land could be singular more important than a family lyrical plural. So they addressing the land as one. So when addressing the population, remember who the situation components. You would not allow them on your couch, on your divan. Two sets that were too little infant, you're wrong. Two sets that were too little infant, you're wrong. Two sets that were too little infant, you're wrong. Chipupa might do you something drastic in one. More precious than a gemstone and rare mineral. One prevention implementation. You wouldn't do that up close and personal. The climate of the warriors in the Virgin Island.
As we wind it up to the top of the hour.
Tonight is a family ambiance.
Somebody say, go on, Vaughn.
Greetings, Queens them.
Fly on, Vaughn, Benjamin.
I sing.
I.
Watch a vibe, take wings. Watch a vibe,
And we will always love Vaughn, Benjamin.
take wings. I sing.
Give thanks for the music, give thanks for the blessing, give thanks for the spirit, seeing, sharing the eye, spirit, and enlightenment amongst Sinai, seeing, yeah man, we give thanks, evermore. Fly on Vaughn, Benjamin, Vaughn Andre Benjamin, Akae Beka, the voice of midnight, father, son, uncle, brother, nephew, cousin, possibly even a grandfather by now, seeing? All them things there, bless up Vaughn. Love on us,
just want to vibrate and toast to something. Rockers in the
Rastafari, I, Selassie I,
either you love the whole song.
Empress Men and I,
Yeah, listen, let's see I the king.
Guide and I take the I read, seeing.
Whatever it take wing up. Whatever it take wings up. Whatever it take wings up. Whatever it take wings up.
Let's have islandmanradio.com. Scariesaudioasylum.com. Yeah, man, this is a Majestic tribute to Vaughn, Andre Benjamin, Akae Beka, Midnight, Majestic Sound International. Yours truly, DJ Ras Imon, from the heart and soul. One perfect love to all the people them seeing. Love on them. Ivor more. Reggae music, ever play, never stop, to the very last drop, seeing? Like 2 more tunes for them, seeing? Don't go nowhere, people. Rastafari.
Kali at night ghetto. A tune Kali at night ghetto. A tune Kali at night ghetto. A tune Kali at night ghetto. If you tell your woman about some movement, stars in the sky, but some light from out far shining in her eye. Yeah. Every crevice of the afterlife, as you share in final eyes, let Lone Ranger keep on wearing his disguise. Let the man that she sees be the man that she is. Bring her the fruit from the sun. Take away her double vision until she say, breathless again that feeling. Oh, Jah, she's so appealing, so sweet the world that feeling. Give her the treatment of the late night ghetto.
Hold on.
Give her the treatment of the late night ghetto.
Whoa.
Late night ghetto. A tune called late night ghetto.
Tune must play, you know.
Late night ghetto. Don't you send no dozen roses, line no top with no candlelight. To return to the vicious kickbacks and still overnight. Don't you see her burden is heavy, rude youth and you traveling light. You feel like show up, but right now that's the time. Let the man that she sees be the man that she is. Bring out the fruit from the sun. Take away her double vision until she said, breathless again that feeling, so sweet to all that feeling. Oh, Jah, she's so appealing. A tune called late night ghetto. A tune called late night ghetto. A tune called late night ghetto. So when you come bring in fiscal matters, yeah. Come bring in reasoning power. Come bring in changes for the better, yeah. Man child, man child, man child, man child.
Right.
Man child, man. Remember who you used to be.
Remember the woman them, seeing? Every man come from a woman, so you must show the woman love and respect and honor, seeing? Each man come from the womb of a woman, so you must show her respect, seeing? Don't come and tell me about your philosophy and none of them things there. Show me the truth. Every man come from a woman, every woman come from a woman still. True, the man fertilizer and all them things there, but the woman a bear the youth and create the youth within her womb, see? Alright. So we say Father, Mother, and Child is the power and might of the Trinity. I Selassie I with Empress Minin and Child, seeing?
But deal with the facts a lot. Deal with the facts a lot. Deal with the facts a lot. June Carly and I Ghetto. June Carly and I Ghetto. Using up the little where you have, where you know. Late night Ghetto.
The people is already music. The people is already to show it. The people is already music. You know, and it's not really to show nobody, not teach people, so to speak. Because there are no teachers really. Because in terms of teaching now, people only become illuminated by their own zeal to know. So zeal is the only teacher, really. So it's not really come teach now, nothing, no, it's to reawaken dormancy. Sleeping things already present in your DNA, already present in your ancient pre-remembrance. You have it in already. So we just come to touch it again and then remind you which part is there, and then you say, oh yeah. You know, you go through. You know?
That makes a lot of sense to me, that common community without words.
The drum, the heart is the meter stick by which all be gauged. Everybody will be judged by the drum, you know. Everybody will be judged. You see them make cell phone and people turn it into the drum. Now the cell phone is a drum, that's not a cell phone. How is it a cell phone? People are sending the message to the distance. And the cell phone intrinsically, the interpurpose of the thing now change to the purpose it truly serves in the community. It's them kind of quantum leap and super collide that we are start doing to this thing, yeah.
Some took to walk to into the new generation to help stay away and focus needs to be strong. Heal the Selassie, guide the conquering lion. Make the prophecy come to realization. Chase Daughtaz and principal sons. Do you feel better getting like your identification? You name up and with the main of lion. Much was Rastafari in the world population. And a full assault I go heal the whole nation. Out of every nationality they come. Every foreign language, every denomination. Every background, creed, every occupation. These are the rare and the stand firm ones. Treasured by the Lord is Daughtaz Sunz. No. Treasured by the Lord is Daughtaz Sunz. Some took to walk to into the new generation to help stay away and focus needs to be strong. Heal I Selassie, guide the conquering lion. Make the prophecy to realize.
Jah!
Daughtaz and principal sons.
Rastafari lives and rule and reign.
And with the men of lion.
With no apology.
Population, one and full assault to go in the whole nation. Out of every nationality they come. It's happening up in a skank in a wheel and ton. Treaders of the arms of a beat get a drum.
Isis ye unto the Most High Jah Rastafari. Sing and chant unto the Most High Jah Rastafari a new song, and sing Isis unto the assembly of saints. Let the nation of Israel rejoice in him that created them. Let the children of Ethiopia, that holy hill of Mount Zion, be joyful in thy Lord and Jah. King, highly I, Selassie I. Let them that give thanks and praises unto the Holy One in righteous name. In this dance, let them sing, let them chant praises unto his name. With the timbrel and the harp. For the Most High Jah Rastafari taketh great pleasure in his inheritance. He will beautify the meek with salvation. The saints shall be joyful in them glory. Let them sing and chant aloud on their beds, Sila Selassie. Let the eye thanks of the eyes unto his majesty Emperor Haile Selassie be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hands, to execute vengeance on the heathen and punishment on men and people. Haile I Selassie to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute on them the judgment written, the divine glory and honor. Have all his saints give eternal thanks and praises unto the Most High Jah. Rastafari, Haile Selassie, I, Empress Men and I, first and only begotten. Power and might of the Trinity. Root of King David. Sit upon the throne of David and Solomon.
Treasured by the Lord, his daughters and sons. Treasured by the Lord, his daughters and sons.
Haile Selassie.
Lord is daughters and sons of the Son. They can treasured by the Lord is daughters and sons.
Oh. Whoa. Bless the EarthStrong Vaughn Benjamin, Vaughn Andre Benjamin. Live on, fly high, Adrian. Take your seat, take your presence amongst the ancestral realms with all the great leaders and teachers from them time to this time, seeing Vaughn Benjamin, go on fly high, Adrian. May your name forever and ever be known. May your words and your works forever and ever be shown and be known and spread amongst the earth, amongst the children and the future generations, to guide and lead the people in the way of righteousness, on the path of righteousness for your name's sake. Bless up yourself, Vaughn. I. And everybody who love Vaughn Benjamin, I want you to give me a signal, because with this are the first tune and the last tune, and we'll go sign up and ting, seeing? All right.
People is already music, and it's not really to show nobody, not teach people, so to speak, because there are no teachers really. Because in terms of teaching now, people only become illuminated by their own zeal to know. So zeal is the only teacher, really. So it's not really come teach now, nothing, it's to reawaken dormancy. Sleeping things already present in your DNA, already present in your ancient pre-remembrance. You have it in already. So we just come to touch it again and then remind you which part is there, and then you say, oh yeah. You go through.
That makes a lot of sense to me, that common community without words.
The drum, the heart is the meter stick by which all be gauged. Everybody will be judged by the drum, Everybody will be judged. You see them make cell phone and people turn it into the drum. Now the cell phone is a drum, that's not a cell phone. How is it a cell phone? People are sending the message to the distance. And the cell phone intrinsically, the interpurpose of the thing now change to the purpose it truly serves in the community. It's them kind of quantum leap and super collide that we are start doing to this thing, yeah.
I want to also change gears a little bit, and I'm really curious about your ideas regarding Hurricane Katrina and its aftermath, and what do you think it's about, and how can we empower this marginalized population that has been affected?
Okay, well now, I just want to mention some things in history before the hurricane. Now, Pompeii, the city of Pompeii. Me read say, in a publication, I think it's a Seventh-day Adventist publication, that Felix and Drusilla from the Bible, the Herodian family, me read say that they perish, the whole of them perish in the volcanic eruptions at Pompeii. 3 cities of Rome and the volcano ashes. But now, if you remember, it's certain of them want to dance for the head of John the Baptist on a platter. No, this isn't about no divine retribution. But listen to this now. How is it possible that the hurricane go directly? How is it possible that it end up directly in the slave coast? After Marcus Garvey said, you sow the wind and you shall reap the whirlwind. How is it that particularly the Republican Party, yes, how is it that particularly certain members in high standing, it's their vicinity in specificity and so forth? Voices that will not heed moderation. Voices that will not listen, unilaterality. What name hand solo, the hand alone that can't clap. Straight up. Now, we always know what the price have been. Now concerning the hurricane now. You have astrophysicists, geophysicists, marine biologists, all kind of things to pronounce, you have them. And people have been to the moon and so forth. And yet, and still at the same time, things like the common cold, what I say, the coal in the earth, that's still unsolved. Which go mean what? Priority is far reaching when things at home are not in order yet. Since you're so technologically advanced and arrogant, let me remind you, just the other day, you know, everyone wants to come to this country, everyone is jealous of us, they're jealous of our lifestyle, it's this, it's that. These things defy common mathematics. Common mathematics, this defy, this make no sense. How are you the richest? You have no gold, you have no diamond, you have no plutonium, you have no uranium. Everything that you need is elsewhere. And you are the power. Because you say so. You're going to name the market, and you're going to name the prices, and you're going to standardize the prices. And if the people will not accept all said such position, you will see. Now visit Darfur in Sudan. You will see that all of a sudden, the people in turmoil and the people in exile, because you heard about oil. And when you reach Niger, today it have a more sophisticated name, it's Niger. It's Niger now. Because in Niger, they discover certain things in Niger were well needed for the space situation where them say them have create. Particle colliders and resonancy and geomancy all intermixed together, fighting against the commonality of the earth. And it is true. It is about elitism. It is about strata, classism. That's the matter. Now, the hurricane situation, astrophysicists, marine biologists, microbiologists, and yet no one can see in time. You mean to tell me you chart out so many specificities of long distance, light years away you can tell us about, but no one, are we to overstand that nobody instruments made you aware that this area geophysically will be touched by this? Is that we are what we are to believe? Them are the kind of talking they may attack. Because I know better. For I know the mapping out of the ley lines and the grid structures upon electromagnetic currents of the earth. Invisible grids. And you know where they are? and you know the jet stream current, and you know where it reverses, and you know when it reverses, you know when it comes one direction half the year and when it changes the next half of the year, you're aware. Read a man named Zachariah Stitchin. Zachariah Stitchin said the Atlantic Ocean opening wider because of the tectonic plate and the sea, and the Pacific closing in tighter. So therefore, the currents of the earth, the geophysical currents, will be affected within the cycle of precession. The same zero that the Julian calendar and the Gregorian calendar remove and put 1 AD, show up 2,000 years later, causing havoc. The same zero. Now consider, mathematically, zero, them say is nothing. Placeholder. But look now, going up in integers of 10. 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 million. 360 degrees of nothing. Look at the mathematics of this man. He tell you, say, the electron is a negative charge in the atom. But he named the entire field after the negative charge, electronics. He tell you that the positive is a proton, and the neutron, who is neutral, stay together with the proton in the nucleus. And he tells you that atomic power is deadly and much more powerful than electronic power. This is a microcosm of human relations, human social setting. The positive and the neutral stick together. Those who are strong and those who don't know. Those who don't know stay close to the strong, for they protect. But then now, the entire system of power is called electromagnetism or electronics. Which now you don't tell we say that the electron is a negative charge. If you can comprehend what's being said. I don't know. I will show you this hurricane now. The Caribbean, we grew up, see it. We know it. The young man, them just move within it. The young youth, the powerful youth, them just move within it. We know it. I can't tell you say that man have seen no category 5 hurricane endless time. But we see them. Now, Marcus Garvey said, a wind shall blow from the west back to the east. And we did see that. A hurricane coming from the west totally defy everything we ever know. And we sit down and watch it. St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Island. St. Croix, sit down and watch it. West End, anywhere you're there. Freedom House, Freedom City, anywhere you're there. Seago, anywhere you're there. Kumasi, anywhere you're there. Beka, anywhere you're there. Badger, anywhere you're there. Bluff, anywhere you're there. Freedom City side. Majestic, anywhere you're there. Freedom City, see this. When the hurricane come from the west. And the astrophysicist, marine biologist, geomancy, intermixed social designer, social decimator. He saw it too. Now, it's factual today. After all different postulations and opinions, it is factual that a current come and created one stream on the ground, moving away from the other power. One force is on the way, and there is one stream moving away from the approaching force. Because I watch it from Skycam. Because I watch Skycam, I see one stream of light in the night, moving just like how the serpent get the judgment, but said, lick dust from belly. All the days of your life, moving away from a greater power, coming from the opposite direction, and I see it. Now, the poor people who are the victims of the mislead, don't think that I am so callous as to override my people when I see them suffer. My people, them are lack of this thing. We're so sick of it to see it. Them talk about Sri Lanka, and them proud to see it. Me, I wonder. I am also wondering if you're my marine biologist, geophysicist, studier of the ley lines and the grid currents of the earth did not know where this was going to go and which part this water was going to sit. Yeah, me have them question there. Me personally have them question there. You see it? So now what's going to be done? It's already been proven, the interrelatedness of cultures based upon economics. All sociopolitics politics have to take, set and move off when it comes to economics. Because even countries who do not get along need the interrelated interdependency of a resource to just be alive. For if you use 30 degrees wind chill factors certain months out of the year and your body is 98.6 degrees, you are automatically become parasitic when you use up your own fossil fuels. You have become the parasite. For you need to maintain a whole country of 98.6 degrees within 30 and wind chill factor 14 below. And that is the cold reality. That's why the camera lock off too. Because I know you will hear me. You know. I talk. Go ahead, sis. I'm not aggress you, you know. Me show you that one. These things are the worth considering. I man never point no finger and say you do it or you, and come with no heated, youthful, unbalanced perspective. Me say, look into these things and see what you think. All you educated stratifications of the society, liar, doctor, and Indian chief, everybody, you look and tell me what it is that you perceive to be the case. Geophysicists have mapped out the whole earth, know every grid, know every ley lines, know where are the electromagnetic bursts of current, know where they are in the ocean, know where they are in the depths of the sea, and cannot pinpoint to actuality and to any resolute knowledge these things will affect you personally on your personal ground. This is the question and thing. It's not no rude boy stance, you know, because I know you love try for carry man. But you please inspect the substance of what is being said to you. How do we stop it? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something how we stop it. How we stop it. Let me tell you a short story then. If you have 20,000 people in one area, and every morning 15,000 man out of that 20,000 there actually exhale marijuana into the open atmosphere, wouldn't those accumulate into a body? Wouldn't it have to form a cloud of some kind of some sort? Wouldn't you think? Let me tell you how you stop it. It's now been proven. There's a Japanese book which was translated English recently. The man showing the different expressions that been captured in micro camera, miniature. And the man proves that water, when it's spoken to aggressively, or whether it's spoken to soothingly, will reflect the actual crystallization of the form which is speaking to it. If ugly is speaking to it, ugly show up in the water and show up in the micro picture. If love and harmony speak to the waters actually in micro picture, you know, here. The boy them zoom lens and see it. That the water actually reflect 6-pointed hexagonal crystalline shape. Look just like the house of Ethiopia. Everything will sit upon the throne of Addis Ababa. For anyone to take the eye and go take set and see if it's true. So therefore, how do we stop it? One love, one heart, one mind. Forgiveness is an instant cleansing of your meridian. All the toxicity, whichever from the base of your spine to the base of your crown of your head, all that negativity is erased instant by forgiveness. You and your friend are going to something now. And right now your friend just say, you know, forget it. You're worth much more to me than all this, you know. What is 5% of a day out of 100% of a person that's been there for me before in the past? let me just forget it. And I'll hug you up. And erase all the toxic, the chain connection that happen in your digestive system. Where one thing starts blockading. Illness is only one word. You study them with a heap of talk about medicine and have a kind of big word. Illness is only blockage in the body. If it's in your foot, then it have a name for it. In your chest, cardiac. It in your eye, them have a word. A cataract. It in your ophthalmology. It in your foot. Anyway there. It's just anything that stops the irrigation, the circulatory flow. This is why the circle cannot symbolize zero. How could you be circulatory? And the circle 360 represent nothing. And all the Western mathematics is built from this. All of it. Simple math, addition, subtraction, multiplication, trigonometry, calculus, logarithm, anything. Built upon this. Two negative sign is an equal sign. Multiply double negative is positive. The electron is a negative charge. And yet and still, it is the name of the entire field of endeavor, electronics. This is the choices. So you visit division. You want to know what is division? Division is your point and my point separated by a negative sign. Again. So you look into this math, this word and sound interlinked. The Roman numerals are letters. And we get to figure out how this thing go. And we are not afraid. With the ball drop, it drop, and so it go. Front line we stand for Haile Selassie the First. The perfection, the immaculate, the God rulership of the earth. Why? Because he has every reference of all the doings of man within the annals of his personal family history. All the missing pages. For instance, the book of Enoch was unknown to the Western powers until it slipped into certain country, Yugoslavia, I think one of the Slavic countries have it. Unknown. 11th century AD. You can even read certain man, when I tell you 11th century AD is the first time they see Gothic architecture. The first time they know of the arch. And medieval castles and the bridge of Cam Bridge. These things were in Ethiopia. Nights in chain mail. Night and we know it's a blackness. Coal is the pure blackness of earth and give pure fire. Oil is the blackness of earth and pure light. Diamond is crystallization, oxidization between coal, the blackness of earth, again. And we know what is the situation. For all of the geomancy people who have said that Carbonari, 666 is the measure of a man, the mark of the beast. And we hear this talk, but no one did mention what is the significance of this 36. But I open the man physics book, science book, and I see the alchemical table. 72 elements at the time I see it. 72 elements. One covalent bond that unites them all, which is carbon. And not only that, carbon is 6 proton, 6 neutron, and 6 electron. This is the back speak. So I get to see, say, what I want for myself. Carbon, 6 proton, 6 neutron, 6 electron, atomic mass of 12. Yeah. Placeholder, spaceholder of 13, the neutral. Yeah. So, 72 elements held together by a carbon bond, and then you have a simultaneous parallel 72 nations come before a black emperor. So how are these parallelism, where they show up from? These are the shocking things that I man sees for my eyes, for my introspection and look. Now, organ mean organic. Organic mean carbon-based material. O-R-G-A-N, inverted, N-A-G-R-O. Origin, O-R-I-G-I-N, inverted, N-I-G-I-R-O. So if you think it is a racist aspect, and if you think we are afraid to tackle that, let me touch it quick for you and tell you what we are saying in specifics. Every human being we're born is 98.6 degrees equatorially or hot. And to maintain that wherever you're on the earth, that is your life situation named sustenance. Whatever color you be, and if you are a human being, you are a carbon-based material, organic. So now, let me put that together. Carbon-based, black-based, 98.6 heated body. So how foolish is racism after that? Can you sound educated and academia and intelligentsia after that? Everything infrared, black bodies, X-ray, gamma ray, MRI. Selassie, I know. How do we fix it? How do we stop it? One love, one common thread. His Majesty demonstrate this to the warrior section of our people. And you know the warrior section of our people don't cool and quench neither just so. And Selassie expressed that when it was a Swedish doctor and he had something to offer, he was welcome, despite whatever. Because Selassie talk and say, until the philosophy which will one race superior and the other inferior, the color of a man's eye, make it come insignificant. Selassie. No. Why the significance again of Selassie, Selassie so? Why Selassie? Because Haile Selassie is sitting at the top of the whole world, 6,000 above sea level. The only land where there is simultaneous equatorial heat and snow all year round. Not only that, the African countries have elected, self-appointed him to be the rulership over the OAU. 25 years he sit down over, which is then breaking down to economics, which is now resource that you need and the negotiation for these things. So to accept a Christly, kingly character who is saying we need interrelationship. The man talked before the assembly line, you know. The man tried to talk to them right on the cusp, right before the assembly line, and show them, say, look now, you can't accelerate greed because you will mass produce your avarice and your vices if you don't first learn to reclean yourself. You'll mass produce your vices. And now, we have something now where feel themselves so technologically advanced. So technologically advanced. And if you take a half a cup of water and throw it in the most advanced, sophisticated one, it fall apart. A cup of water. That's how sophisticated and arrogant and patronizing they can afford to be. A cup of water. Just pour it in the biggest one. And you see. Water undo all them things there. It's the spirit of moving and cleanse. And the people's emotion must find itself again, find its way again. When everybody a cry and say, oh, you mean God kill all them people there? You mean, so who? How do you believe in God after you see 200,000 people are dead in tsunami and people are dead in hurricane? When the people are saying that, you know, you have to consider how many times we have brushed off and brushed away things which are the moral fiber of the whole earth. For there is no foundation before Ethiopia. There is no origins before. And from your black predominant, from your black again, you should have better know something because there is no other route. When you go to the other nations also tell you all do regards Tanzania, Kenya. They tell you we find these first fossilization of humanity, these places. They tell you. So if the other nations can acknowledge this and accept this, how come I and I can't go and find the common thread and the common law which was given, the dietary law and the heartical law, which is the law which is supposed to be written upon the heart? That is the cleansing of a nation. I bet you if you teach a youth how to cleanse his heart and cleanse his ways, you automatically get rid of grand larceny, homicide, loitering, vandalism, anything we are talking about. So how come we don't want to come cultivate the feel of the heart? That is the situation. Arrogancy and unilateral kind of behavior, standing by yourself to say you know best. The only people who have dropped an atomic weapon upon an armed civilian, when people march on your soldier, people march upon your military installation, and you march upon civilian. And you're the only people who drop bomb, atomic weapon, upon people. Human beings, the spirit of Jah, the Almighty, the image, in all the peoples, all the colors of the earth, in his image and in his likeness. And you is the only people who drop it upon them. And now you come tell we say now, who can be trusted, who is trustworthy, and who is unworthy. And you will sit in the seat of judgment about who that will be. Now you consider the things that are being said here. And see if it's malicious and avaricious and out of place. Yeah.
Give thanks. I love the fact that you think about things and come up with your own ideas about them. That's really amazing. I want to open this up to you guys. I know you must have a lot of questions for Vaughn. Please just give us your name and your affiliation.
We just digest overstanding what's going on. One of the questions I had was growing up in St. Croix, I guess in the Caribbean, and now that you're checking things out over here, what would you say are some of the core values of, I would say, the Caribbean lifestyle that you don't necessarily, that you think maybe, because I find like I've seen some other groups from other islands, and then there seems to be, I'm not sure how to describe it, but a strength of feeling, a consciousness, and a commitment where it seems to be harder in the Western world and the United States.
Well, no. Remember, this thing was called triangle trade. Triangle. So let me start with triangle. Africa, the Caribbean, America. Now, we know that certain royal house was taken because I witnessed the elders them of Ghana talk. Royal houses were taken and brought. And when they bring to the breaking ground in the Caribbean was the breaking ground in this triangle. Remember now, when a man stretches his hands onto the Almighty, it's a triangle is formed above his head. And any man stand with his feet apart is a triangle to the ground. So that's two triangles interlaced by your solar plexus. No, not to stray. The Caribbean was the breaking ground. And when the thing said that these men is suitable, they bring them forward to America. And they leave who they say were two cantankerous down there. But some of them, when they bring them up, a man like Denmark, Vesey. Some of them man were the same Rasta man, because there was man with tried with Natty Dread in America before even the dreadlocks movement. I know them thing went on. Even with the Natty Dread before them even identify could I say Rasta. Them thing that happened on the American continent. No. Starting from the root and the origin, and who have been given historical credit for the discovery of these hemispheres. We hear say that Mansa Musa sent out 200 ship out of Mali, not Pinta 9 and Santa Maria, not 3 boat. 200 Mansa Musa. And we never know them to return. Anyhow, we see say you have a civilization named Olmeca, Robe people. And when you see them, you just see some big Mandingo head. Mandingo and man like out the Sudanese them. You see the tribes them. You see man with cornrow. Heads are like 9 foot and all like 6 tons and all them plenty heap of weight. Big monster thing where man left it here. No. The history book doing business, they're not interested in revamping the things they have told. But you know, these things are set in stone and set. The Pirate Show Constant, the Fibonacci series, where they must say the golden means. That's spiral. You understand? This thing that we're facing to the east, and the way most of the pyramid are oriented on any land. Anywhere you go. Peru, Ecuador, Chichen Itza, Guatemala, something. Anywhere you go. Egypt, Africa, Sudan proper have more pyramids than Egypt as what we know as Egypt today. By far. So I don't even know how this thing gets so diverted that the people don't even know. There's a common thread to be found. to be visited in stone. We hear of the God of all kind of different names, they call him. Some say Buddha, Judah, Buddha, Voodoo, all kind of word. B and V are interchangeable in the language between the Latin to the English. So you do your visitation. Guatemala, Guatemala, Buddha. Everybody. All the country them name yeah. So I see so Indonesia. You check? All the country name these words. The Dan, the river Danube, the water. Everybody name these things in their hidden etymological frame. The tax for sin, what is it? Sin tax? Yeah, it's a tax on your mind. Because they are spelling these words and tricking people, you see it? And we know it's a code. It's an actual code. You want me to demonstrate it? J-E-S-U-S is Jesus. The same word is S-U-S-E-J, sausage. I just tell you a couple of them already. I'm sure them I say no L, no L. Ban is the king of Israel. N-O-E-L is L-E-O-N, Leon. Lion, lion, Ban is the king of Israel. This is what them are sing. A-D-A-M, Adam is mother. M-A-D-A, mother. S-E-X is sex, the same word is excess. M-A-L-I is Mali, the same word is Ilam. D-A-K-K-A is Daka, the same word is Akkad. Spin them, you see. L-O-V-E is love. L-I-V-E is live. L-I-F-E is life. Live, love, life. L-I-V-E is live. E-V-I-L, evil. L-O-V-E, love. E-V-O-L, evil. L-I-F-E, life. E-F-I-L, evil. Evil, evil, and evil. Live, love, and life. Yeah.
Give thanks.
This is what you are under. You want to know? A sorcerer. A sorcerer. The sin tax. The tax. So how come the computer said me and the computer cursor? How come it's the cursor? How come we writing in cursive too? A lot of coincidentals, isn't it?
My name is Teresa and I'm with City Flight, and I want to know why you chose midnight for the name of your family.
Midnight is 1 second between tomorrow and yesterday. 1 second. Tick. That's how fast changes can come. Light. Light don't enter the room in increments. When you flip the switch, the room just pull up. Light. Right now. Midnight. 1 second between yesterday and tomorrow. 1 second. Tick. 12 direct. The Bible never tell you that the day starts from the morning. And the evening and the morning was the first day. And the evening and the morning was the second day. And the evening and the morning is 12 o'clock. Darkness. And only when it get dark again, them say night. So the morning is the darkness. And when it get dark again, them say night. And Queen Elizabeth anoint her night. And call him the night of the garter. Even Queen Elizabeth have to know what time it's there. You see it? I know you can't follow me. Tell Babylon read between the lines. I talk about our words are so intricate and we don't know what you're saying. Just say my sheep hear my voice. And this is only direct to Jah sheep. No business the rest. I never come with Superman chest, you know. I just come with an old truth. An old truth. It cannot be disacknowledged. Haile Selassie come forward with the article spirit of sharing and togetherness and fellowship and all them words they would love use from the diplomatic ends. Came forward with open hands. The first time an emperor chat out. And everything them take credit. The symbols of elitism and affluence. The Mercedes-Benz symbol. The 3-point star of David. Sit on the throne of Addis Ababa. Today mean affluence and power. And elitism and dignity and prayer. Yeah? Ray. You know Jamaica talk. Ray. Yes. Respect up all the people them now. Respect the Jamaican them now. Tell the whole world that you know. Respect all them youth there now. I don't try to cross them simple just so you know. You can't get me cross them now. Just know that, From the islands and in the sea shall await this cry. And we see a land named Jamaica. So you look and see what happened. And they send them out by the thousands. So watch your speech. Watch your speech. You're not going to use nothing come create no particle science and super collide. No resonancy for the morphic resonance of setting it off in the ghetto to make everyone behave the way you think. You're not going to use no Senkrai versus nothing. Because don't go so. I mean, no, when it's a crucial crush time for talk up. You don't know I know? You can't set me up for we love them youth they who brighten out the way and open out the way. All them man they were there. We don't even business. Man just glad to be one in the number. Man not fight for no hierarchy. The man and star them sing together in one chorus. Yeah.
Ice.
Blessed.
I was attracted to you last time you played here because you were talking in the area like this without a microphone.
Seen.
And then a gentleman, do you remember, came and offered you the microphone?
Seen.
And you said you didn't need it?
Yes, I.
Do you really need it now, you think?
The microphone right now, right? Let me tell you something, right? About urgency. Yeah, my lad. I don't like no camera thing, I don't like no camera thing, Just know that straight up. But sometimes a man have to come and stand up frontally. If he think he have the factualities, the actualities, the real actualities that cannot be disputed, he have to try and come forward with the factualities and the actuality in the crush moment. I'm not involved in a splurt and the heap of brandish and everyone know who I am. Because I don't know what it is I can come and say now. What it is I could come and say now. I am not advanced to the stages of Haile Selassie. How could I go put out myself and walk all over the earth and put me in the front and say me, so? It's a foolish thing. A heap of man do this thing, and when you check it out good, them not reach nearly the basics now, the levels of Haile Selassie. So you cannot go in the God head and come the headpiece. Selassie is the head, and everything else come after. And that's how man run it. I love the camera thing, and I'll tell you it again. But I assure you that right now is a crush time. And I've asked some geophysical, socio-economic question. And you go in your chat room. Go address the question. And stop watch man and watch face. I'm trying to bring jokey, hype round man. But who man is which man and who is the man? Who's the man? It's not all them thing there again. It's world situations that demand instantaneous synchronicity to make life. You're not seeing it on your TV today presently. You know what require instantaneous synchronize to survive? This is the situation where I'm talking a lot for tonight and make people turn on camera for me. Alright? You see how crush time come down? When crush time come, instantaneous order. And we have a word we do that. Rastafari. The world heard that. You want me to demonstrate slowly to you? Since we said that. We're going to say that. Eh? When you say Rastafari and you say this out to the world, now you automatically have to order the way you eat. It align your meridian because you told the world so. So they might watch you now because you say so. You said Rastafari, so now your own woman I watch you and tell you, so now, how you deal with me so and you say Rastafari, I believed in you. And she have moral authority and grounds upon which to stand. So you go on the road and you mistreat your brethren say, but how you say Rastafari and you deal with me shortcoming this year? And if you're honorable and you're in the guilty, you stand up and you stand down. That's what you do. Stand up and stand down and say, my lord, let me try and fix this here now, my lord, my son. I don't want it go so. These are the things. We have a word, we do that. Rastafari. When you say this name, your diet become aligned. Actuality, the treatment of a woman, the treatment of a child, the treatment of a plant, the treatment of an animal. Because you said it to the world. So now the world will look upon you for demonstrate why you have chosen to say this. It's not that they are judgmental of you. It's not that they are saying, oh, we're going to watch them for see them Rasta man, then I'll live up. It's not that. You said it. Someone can come take it up for. Come choose it for. if it's not something of benefit and beneficial. So this is what we know. We have it as a strong thing I walk with in hand, in mouth, in Livity. I can even show you how socio-economic and trickle-down economics involved. Because you say Rastafari, that's a t-shirt. You say Rastafari, that's a hat. You say Rastafari, that's a ital. You say Rastafari, that's an album. You say Rastafari, that's a pair of shoes. Whole market economy I run off of them thing here. They say hip-hop, and that's an intrinsic cultural sound, and not a music. So you see what happened? Everything tangled together and tied together. This is why the man them have always tried to ride inside the Quran and pervert them in their straight places, create schisms from within to break us apart. But when I get we betray the youth, them will stand up and put themselves frontally in danger. We stand up for say the right thing and for do the right thing because them is father and brother in people's neighborhood. They have to be worthy to be called a protector and a father. They have to be worthy of that. So how come you stand up there today and let them do that to me? This is what the question she may have. And rightfully. So this is the only reason man I stand forth to talk. Don't try to set up man out here, you know. Because we are watching too, you know. I try to set up the youth them, you know. I try to set up the singers them. I say them is this and them is that. Yeah? The youth them I try to step forward to say what is the right because the political leader and the head of state, the legislative body will not say so. And the people can't find. And the people that run around like Ichabod Crane with them heads cut off. And you kill the head and the body die. So this is why they have to take away a headpiece. One by his attributes, by his merit in a meritocracy and a theocracy. Simultaneously, where America said they want to be. God rule. And I'm going to name Americ. Americ the aspiratory is still the name of God. And this is the name of the country, Americ and This is the situation, man. Watch it closely for your eye.
My name is Waylon. I'm kind of here on behalf of Fresno and Fresno Reggae, whatnot. My question is, as
you here on behalf of who?
Fresno Reggae. We are our community. My question is, as a Rasta man with such a passionate message, that can be intimidating to a lot of people who don't understand or have that understanding. How do you try to break those barriers as an artist and as a pupil of Jah, bringing the message?
Yes. Important, my lad. Important, so important. Let me tell you why it's so important, right? Now, the scripture give a prophecy and say the lion and the lamb shall lay down together, which is the internal currents of one being present in one farm. How do we know what is the cross or the dichotomy? He's also saying to you, the lion shall eat straw like the ox. How do we know what else he's trying to show again? He said, he shall remove blood from between his teeth, and he that remaineth shall be for our God. Now, each one of the artists, including myself, you know, each one of the artists have a responsibility now. It's not to themselves. It's not even to themselves. It's to the irate where irate and make ones to even be. We have a responsibility to learn to soothe the lion within. That the lion don't overpower the situation that need the lamb. And the lamb don't be present in the situation which require the lion. And the inverse. What we're looking for is the equilibrium state between there. Where the lion don't overpower and scare away those who he was sent to help. And not burn the victim and say, well, now, blame the victims. Okay, like you go down the road and a car knock you down. And a man come down the road and kick you and say, you idiot, you make a car knock you down. You blame the victim. The artist's job is not to blame the victim. Otherwise the book would have said, woe to the sheep. The book said, woe to the shepherd. So most of the weight rests with the man that we are talking on. Now look at this now. I myself am aware of that. That whenever The lion overpower the flesh, the equilibrium, the balanced state. Whenever you see Haile Selassie, you see that equilibrium state. Butter and honey, he shall eat. Whenever you see Haile Selassie, you see that equilibrium state. It tell you, a bruised reed shall he not break, and a smoking flax shall he not quench. Which means, if a grass blade is broken, him not broke it. And if a little thread is burning, he wouldn't even touch it. That's how Sata Amasagana, Sata settled. And I can speak openly that I know and myself have been guilty in the past of allowing lion to overpower situation which require more lamb. But each human being themselves is a journey. And within this journey, you have to learn as the days go forward how to better control the responsibilities given to you. How to better be upful and worthy. Like worthy of your station. Because man can be put in the station and is not worthy, you know. Because they allow a thing named ego, self, to overpower the decree, the edict, where His Majesty sent out away. So sometimes man may come across and seem seemingly aggressive, but that is also socialization. Certain ones talk forcefully and it's just socialization, cross-cultural things. And I would like the people to be aware of that too. Take that into consideration, you know. Too. But man is aware of how dangerous it is to be a hindrance unto your own cause. Man is aware, my lad. See, when you said that, when you asked that day, I know, say, I better talk up right, you know, and reach for the right sound. Because it's not like you come to reproach, you know. But it's these humble, meek questions, yeah, that have in real substance, you know. And me don't really come captain nobody thing, you know. No boy, don't make a boy try a temper and say, I try cast shadow and make everyone, and say, I tell everyone how it must be. I'm not decreeing nothing to no one. Everyone walk the road. Out of billions ahead, everyone get fingerprint. Alright? Individual fingerprint. So that within itself is a message from the Creator. The book says, blessed the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodliness, stand in the way of the sinner. I don't come for stand in no one way. Neither sit up in the seat, neither scornful. Just delight in the law. And in this law you meditate day and night, and it shall be like a tree planted by the rivers. So it's these things, yeah, for man. Man is aware, you know, how serious all of this is, you know. The people hungry and thirsty simultaneously right now. And they want to move to something within moderation, where the family don't feel estranged from them. They don't want to be ostracized in the community, among their friends. You going to follow all this Rastaman thing. You're not even from there. They don't even accept you. What are you talking about? I know where everyone go through. We know where you go through. And then when you come to the ones that you try to put your life energy and your works towards, they also scorn too. And have hierarchy about who is who. And we are all creating the image and the likeness. So you see, I know the danger. And I know where you talk about there. So, I recognize, and when I say I cognize and which do it again. Recognize 2 times. How serious that is, what you said there. We can't scare the people in terms of now. But listen now, judgment is real. The judgment of cleansing, like within the cycle of procession. And you see, waters where people say kill. How about if you look at it from this perspective? Maybe this water was here 10,000 years ago. Maybe 10,005. These waters were sitting exactly right here. Maybe when the constellation of the lion gave way to another constellation, the waters moved. And when the precession cycle brings things forward again, the waters come right back. Listen, now here you have the water named murderer. But look now, the scientist who is the priestly governing body in the system, and make no mistake, they might try hide out. Like they are not involved in the governmental churchical order. The scientist is the priestly ruling body. For them and might co-create off of vain imaginations. And don't get me wrong, we are not extremists. Don't get me wrong. If you create something within utility which is useful for humanity and within the laws of biodegradability and can stay within the earth circumference to do good for people. No one is against you as a scientist, as a creator. But when you create things that have waste that cannot be got rid of, ships everywhere that can land nowhere, and no one not willing for you to land there, trying to particle collide, super collide particles on the microbiology level to find out what are our true internal properties, what truly make us that way. Because they stop studying now behavioral psychology. Them stop trouble that now because them see that not really do it. We got to go to the fermion, the lepton, and the quarks and find out why for real these ones will behave this way in their systemic. That's the situation. Super colliding particles and taking microbiology picture for try to figure out how matter separate from energy. And when does it become matter and when does it become energy. And know so that it is one thing fighting with the fact of the image. Without mother and without father, without beginning of days, nor end of life. But me like the Son of God continually abideth a priest. If I remember, as it was said, our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses make no mention concerning priesthood. For not one man out of this tribe gave attendance at any altar. That's Hebrews, King James Version. Hebrews 7, verse 13, 14, 15. Anybody that want to look. Zechariah said that Jerusalem will not exalt herself against Judah. But what do they mean by that? And them tell me Jerusalem or Judah. How the Bible say that? Zechariah. I make up that. So go visit. My Lord is not to aggress the point them, But make sure you say. There are factualities and actualities, and then you have a boy say virtually. Like if him is virtually there, that means him is almost there. So them prefer to live in a virtual reality. And we are living a real actuality. Rastafari. Rastafari is pre-made and ready-made for the whole earth. When you go eat a mango and papaya, you don't get no 10% of juice. You hear me? And what is the other 90%? I like what is the other 90? Ready-made for Irish and Rastafari. Nobody improve upon the yabba pat. Nobody improve upon coconut milk. And nobody improve upon coconut water. For I see the American military use the coconut water for IV direct in the South Pacific. Direct to the bloodstream, coconut water. You hear me now? No boy no improve. No boy no improve on Bob Marley and Peter Tosh and Abyssinian and Twinkle Brother and Misty on the Road. No boy no improve Bonnie Whaler. No boy don't improve upon them man there to say that them gone forward. What you do, you synthesize the foundation of your fathers. And then you stand up on a foundation. And you see a battle there. You put one more on top, it gone up. But remove the one that is there to say you create a new order. You're back flat ground again, don't it? So who it is that improve upon Bob Marley? Nobody improve on Bob. Because allegorically, linguistically, semantically, all your hidden code message and everybody, Bob Marley don't identify. And Bob Marley speak the word of his majesty. And no one don't exalt and say that them reach higher than Selassie. Neither. No one. I read recently the other day, the editor and the interpreter of encyclopedias worldwide. He published a book. I can't reference his name right away, but make sure you go visit and take it and see. And he might talk about the preeminence of the God and King. Haile Selassie being the likeness, the oneness of the God and King. Publish. From you know from a man published that he's willing and ready and able to go through libel and slander. Lawsuit. So from them can quote it and for them scholar can write it, I can tell you it too. The scepter shall not depart from between Judah until this lawgiver come here and say no, say. Selassie.
My name is Corbett. I'm with the Reggae Review. You've already answered about 20 questions that I was getting ready to ask, but let me ask another question. Who was a big influence on yourself in your life to get you on the road of peace and righteousness?
My mother.
True.
My mother is my inspiration. When me is a little boy, small. Right, my lad? My mother, right? Hey, the thing them where I see for my eyewitness is how I know Jah is real. No boy don't be a witness. My mother be a witness that Jah live. Let me give you for instance now. My mother will have things and just a get away. When you're small, you don't know nothing. You say, you will give them that and I want it. And she say, man, before the end of the day, all them things they come back right through the door there, man. And me say, what? You give them that and I could have. You're small and you're ignorant. You don't understand the gifts of the Spirit. If you cup water in your hand with your hand open, you drink water 2-3 times. But squeeze your hand shut. Squeeze your hand shut. My mother showed me them things, the simple thing, you know. And my mother is a soldier. No, sir. Because my mother talk like them where, hey, Satan come for stay, you know. You think Satan come play? Satan come for stay. So just know, say, one mistake on them thing there. One stutter step. You know, he don't come to play. We know his price being homicide and genocide from the start. What, you think we are unaware? We know the price. You know, mother like them to leave certain of them youth alone. Sizzle and them man there. Leave them alone, yeah. You are seen on your television screen now. What go on? Bob Marley's son said jam rock. And he showed you some situation and you thought it was a video. But now you see how desperation can get instantaneous. And everything look like jam rock. And you see, say. So I want you to remember, you know, take your time. Take your time with the earth. Be careful with patronization and condescension. You hear? All time robbery. We come and get high posts. Robbery. You cannot be the richest, my lord. And you have no gold, you have no diamond, you have no uranium, you have no plutonium, you have no natural gases. All the time, them, all the fire, the rubber, everything that come out of Gabon. Yeah, so how are you? So, now listen, let me ask you a simple question. Let me make it realer than that. If you have an infrastructure, that should mean it is inside, isn't it? When your infrastructure is extroverted, that means you have an exoskeleton, don't it? So who are you infrastructurally in your conversation about who is jealous and who would like your lifestyle? We play with diamond and man tie the horse to gold nugget in Africa. Man toys was lion and tiger and them thing there. Them was man tie. You don't want to visit Selassie I video them? You don't see little children that clean the coffee fields or ride lion? Little children that ride the lion, me say, I clean the coffee if you take off the leaf them. Take off the leaf them we are dead out and I dry up on the place. You don't bother come think you come impress nobody. And talking about no Nike clothes and which clothes. And a heap of man talk about you're helping them. You're helping them. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. Principalities and power, spiritual wickedness in high low places. This is what we come to wrestle. Not flesh and blood. There is no value and no prestige and none of them wear your clothes. Because if you want to know what is the prestige, you go to the museum and you look at the garments of the Ethiopian emperors and you price them for me. When you're going to tell me about your prestigious garments and your designer. You go to the museum and you price the garments of emperors. Price the clothes and the hat. The Ibc was said, we tell you the story, you know. They tell you they cast lots for his garment. The man in the seamless garment. But what's so significant about these garments? A seamless garment from one thread without addition upon this garment. and they cast lots for his garment. Okay, now, so a boy a bet is betting on some clothes that is of no value. Christian is kingly character. Yeah, them done?
Give thanks, Vaughn. Thank you for your time and your reasoning.
Blessed.
It's great. For all the press, there are some posters up here of the festival. Feel free to take some.